It's gonna go from being it's just a face mask to it's just a chip. I want to first give all credit, all acknowledgement to Yahweh Bashim Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and all the men on down to the men who I learned His truth from through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Yahweh Bashim Shai, Barakatham to the hopefully elect. Alright. I was just watching this video by this guy. Just Face It with Corey on YouTube. This particular video, it's almost an hour long. I got about 20 minutes in, and pretty much so far, this guy, as well as other people that he's talking to, going into the mark of the beast and going into the RFID chip, because people are pretty much putting two and two together and figuring out the correlation with the two. All right, because this thing, it's no secret no more. All right, the truth is out there. Again, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, they've been pushing this message out there 30 plus years, and these things are pretty much unfolding right before our eyes, So, like I said, I was watching this video, man. Again, it's just interesting to see people, what their take, or I should rather say it's a beautiful thing, seeing that people are coming to the realization that, of what the mark of the beast is. Because being that you got a lot of Israelite camps that are still bucking up against the doctrine that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip, but here it is, you got people that aren't even in the truth, right? And even heathens at that. You even got heathens out there that are starting to understand that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. So again, if you question why these things are, if we sound like a broken record and we're just repeating ourselves, it's because these things have to be reiterated. All right. And nevertheless, man, the warnings are going to continue to go out until the Lord shuts, until the Lord says so, So without further rambling on, I'm going to play some of this video. Like I said, it's very interesting. I only got like 20 minutes in. Lord's will, I finished the whole video, and probably do more videos concerning this video.
Appreciate it. I appreciate y'all tuning in with me today. In Michigan, did we all know? Wait, first of all, let me back up a little bit. This RFID chip thing that's going on, right? This thing has been going on, and they have been using it way longer than what I thought. This was crazy. Yeah, I missed you too, Joanna. How you been?
Yeah, because people don't know that RFID, pretty much the mark, it's been here, and it's been here for a while. Something I've always said. Even before I fully converted into following the Great Millstone, something that I've always said: the mark of the beast is not coming; it's already here. It's all around us via this technology. All right, because ultimately the ultimate step is to have it inside of us. All right. So it's always been here. It's been here for a long time.
Um, this is crazy how long it's been going on. It's been going on for quite some time now. And a guy named Amal Grafstra, he's a 44-year-old guy, right? And so he started out with a company, and the name of his company, where is it? I wrote that down. Where is it? DangerousThings.com. He even named it DangerousThings.com, right? So this guy raised over $30,000 for on crowdfunding back in 2017 to get the business going with the chips and all this different dangerous things. The dangerous things, right? So now we got these chips jumping off. They're called RFID, and RFID stands for radio frequency identification. Radio frequency ID identification. So they have been putting chips. Employers have been putting chips in people's bodies, and the crazy thing is that people have been allowing them to do this. I mean, haven't we been hearing about these chips and how evil they are and how it's the sign of the times and all that? But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's just what that's what a lot of people say. And I mean, I guess it's like sort of says in the Bible, but not like all the way. Like kind of hint at it from what I remember.
Yeah, it's there. Talking about Revelations 13, beginning with this verses 16 on down. It's just Spirit has to
Haven't read about it in a long time, but the Detroit Tigers.
slack here. But let me get this, because like I said, it's there, man. I don't know if it's Revelations 2 or just look this up. Oh, right. Revelations 3 and 18. It says, I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich in white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, and anoint thine eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see. All right. So the point being, because the word is there. All right, it's here, it's been here, but it just takes the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai to he has to give it that understanding. That eye salve is pretty much what it's going into. All right. Another part of the book, I'll say, because another part of the book, it talks about how the what does it say? It talks about how how the book would be sealed. All right, and pretty much it will be sealed until the end, which we're in the end now. All right, so the understanding, it's out there, but not everyone is going to get that that eye self to be able to understand these things. Like Revelations 13, all right, where it talks about the mark. All right.
Have been getting the chip. Wow, that is crazy. Man, that's crazy. I didn't know that, man. Thanks for letting me know that. So yeah, they have all kind of companies been giving these people these chips. Now, back in 2016, it was a company called I think it's called like City Watcher. They was doing it in Cincinnati, Ohio. In 2006, they've been giving their employers chips. So this thing has been going on a whole lot longer than what we think. But maybe I should have said than what I think. Maybe you already knew about this. I didn't know this. The mark of the beast. Let me see. Joanna Ray.
So you see how people are starting to correlate the two. All right. And more, if you don't already, you see why it talks about Revelations.
Is
Get
Joanna,
it.
Joanna. Wisconsin company became the first U.S. company to provide employees.
Slack again. So you see why here in Revelations 12 and 12 it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." All right. So again, more and more you see why the elites, they're moving quickly, speeding things up. All right. Dealing with the whole Operation Warp Speed. All right. Dealing with that situation. It looks like it's, actually living up to its name, living up to, its standard. Because they're going to start rolling out with those vaccines soon, pretty soon. All right. And they expect to vaccinate like 80 to 95, 90%, something like that, something along those lines. Basically, a mass majority of the people globally. All right, by they said something like by the second quarter of 2021, if I'm not mistaken. But nevertheless, all right, they're going to start rolling out with those vaccines within the next week or so, or at least by the end of December. But again, basically showing that they're moving quickly. All right, and why is that? Well, before I get that, what I want to get next, because when you read on down verse 13, it says, "And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man child." All right, and this is going into pretty much Jacob and Esau. All right, Esau being the physical counterpart of Satan. All right, the devil. All right, the deceiver. All right, the accuser. All right, them persecuting the Israelites. Why? Because they see that well, again, because starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All right, been teaching this truth for 20, 30 plus years. All right. Again, pretty much Esau, he's being exposed on every level. All right. And again, we're in a time now that people are waking up. They're people's eyes are being opened through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Because this truth, man, it brings down strongholds. All right. That the light that's been shown in a dark place, man. All right. The seed has been planted, and this seed can't be uprooted. This is a seed that's grown into something that's gone far beyond Esau's control. All right, and it's pissing them off. All right, being that the prophets are out here prophesying, and this word is tearing them up on every side, every angle. All right, because I was gonna get this in what is that? Job 18. I started verse. The point is in 11, but I started verse verse 5. Job 18, verse 5, it says, "Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine." So, again, because Yahweh Shemel Shai is closing the curtain on these elites. All right, America is slowly but surely, being brought down to nothing. All right. Verse 6, it says, "The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him." All right. Because again, Yahweh Shemel Shai, he's, pretty much taking away the dominion of this place, like it talks about in Daniel's. All right. Because we know and understand, Esau, he's the end and Jacob is the beginning. All right. So the Lord is going to, take these people out of the way, very, cruelly. All right. I believe it talks about how in Revelations, it talks about how this kingdom is going to be taken out violently. All right. Because these devils, man, they, again, this all goes back to why these devils, they know they have a short time. So this is why they're acting. They're moving quickly. All right. Verse 7 says, the steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. Yeah, because, ultimately, Esau, they're going to be, majority of them, because, the top elites, they're going to be preserved for judgment. All right, they're going to be the first fruits of slavery. But as for the rest of them, all right, they're going to pretty much be, well, I'll just put it like this. Their kingdom is going to be destroyed by their own, devices via those ICBM missiles, right? So verse 11, it says, terror shall make him afraid on every side and shall drive him to his feet. And again, this is what's currently going on now. Esau, all right, they're being exposed on every level, every side, and it's shaking them up. All right, this is why they're getting ready to come down with that great wrath, and because you see stuff like how they're trying to bribe people into getting those vaccines, those $1,500 checks for people to get vaccinated. All right. Esau, he's, pulling all his strings and pulling whatever tricks that he has up his sleeves, doing everything in his power, because, little does these people don't know that, they're nothing but pawns for Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. So these, the Lord has these people in the trick bag, and this is why they're going to, fall by their own sword. But verse 11 again, it says, terror shall make him afraid on every side and shall drive him to his feet. Yeah, because again, this truth is tearing their ass up. All right. Again, they're being exposed. Even their own people is rising up against them. Right? When you jump down to verse 14, it says, his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. And who is that? The Heavenly Father, the Almighty Yahweh. All right. His confidence is being rooted out. Because again, this truth is out there. It's this. If you look at GMS, man, and I'm just sticking with GMS because, again, to my knowledge, I can't say this about any other camp, but if you look at GMS, there's camps worldwide. And like I said, I don't know about other camps can make that statement, but GMS for sure, man. You got there's camps everywhere, which is to show you GMS is worldwide. The truth is out there. All right. And this is why, pages are getting taken down left and right. Videos are getting flagged. Suspensions left and right. All right. Esau, there's an attack on the truth. All right. Talking about on Facebook. All right. People pretty much talking against. They're trying to take down any quote unquote misleading information dealing with the vaccines, right, and things along that nature. Because again, Esau, his lies are being expelled. All right, Esau is being expelled. They see their kingdom going to shingles. So this is why they're getting ready to make their moves. You know, this is why they're moving quickly. They don't have a lot of time. You know, and the fact that, like I said, you know, you got people that aren't even in the truth, that are coming to the realization that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. All right, people that aren't even in the truth, even heathens, are waking up to this fact. All right, it's just more you know, confirmation of faith. All right, you know, to or at least let me know, you know, that you know, things are moving very quickly, you know, very rapidly. You know, the prophecies are speaking, right? So I'm gonna play some more of this.
These implantable microchips. Man, that is crazy. So that had to be
I'm gonna bring that back.
Joanna. Wisconsin company became the first U.S. company to provide employees implantable microchips. Man, that is.
So you see, implantable devices. All right, because you got, again, talking about other Israelite camps. They're sticking to their theory that, you know, the mark of the beast is a spiritual mark, when nothing about Esau is spiritual. All right, he's a completely carnal being. All right, the truth is spiritual, which is, again, the truth is what's tearing him up. All right, you know, because it's all the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, he's tearing these devils up. You know, but as far as Esau, man, you know, he's a complete carnal creature. All right, there's nothing spiritual about him.
Crazy. So that had to been before 2016, right? No, I'm sorry. 2000.
And dealing with dealing with these chips, all right, it's goes way, it goes further than 2016, 2015, 2014, whatever dates he was putting out there. It goes back further than that. See, this is something that they've planned out for years in advance. All right.
2006, because in Ohio, some company was putting chips in their employers, and they saying that they're doing it to track their productivity and their performance. Did I say productivity? That's sometimes I say stuff, right? But they do it to track their performances through this.
And they're going to be able to do these things via the power of their technology. All right, being able to read your thoughts, your heartbeat, blood pressure, and all that stuff. All right, it all ties in with the miracles that they're going to be able to perform. And that's going to be ultimately in the form of that chip.
Ain't no way in the world I'm going to my job and they say, hey, Corey, today we're going to give you a check because we want to track what you're doing in your progress.
So you see, because again, people are waking up to the fact. Not only are they waking up to the fact, you know, they're professing that they're not going to be with it. You know, and it's written that only the elect aren't going to succumb. You know, because you got a lot of people waking up to the fact about the Maximes and the mark. You know, but if they're not of the elect, all right, they're going to succumb. But concerning the elect, all right, the elect are going to be the only ones to not actually take it. But the fact being that people are already in the mindset that they're going to refuse. You know, they're not going to be with it. This is why Esau, he's doing everything in his power to, you know, convince people, pretty much, you know, witchcraft. Again, example being those $1,500 stimulus checks that they want to give to people to get vaccinated. You know, Esau knows he's going to get a lot of kickback. This is why they don't just openly say that, you know, the chip is the mark. This is why they don't openly just come out and just, start chipping everyone. They got to butter everyone up. Preconditioning. Like I said, it's going to go from being it's just a mask to it's just a chip. All right. It's all a preconditioning, a precursor. Buttering people up into just willingly accepting and getting down with the New World Order.
Going for it at all, nothing, not a 0%. I am not going to do it. So anyway, that's what's been going on, man, and that's what we're dealing with. So let me see, Jay. That's okay, because when them things malfunction, just like oh, hey, that was a good one. Jerome, he got some of that serious Comedy Central going on, right? I mean, he say stuff, you'd be like, was he being funny or was he being for real? He being for real, and he been putting a little touch of humor in it, but that's real though, real talk though, man. What they gonna do when that stuff go bad? Like, that is crazy. So I'm hearing the only way to get it out is through surgery, right? So now you got to go in, get a
and if you take that chip, there's no repenting from it. There's no going back. You won't be able to get it out, or even if you do get it out, you already took it. So either way, if you take it, whether you get it out or not, you're gonna be a partaker of the full cup of the wrath of Yahweh Shem Shai. Either way, if you take it and get it out, or if you keep it in, or whatever, if you take it, the deed has been done.
You get cut on, and by then, so let me see, them chips probably like, let me add this up. Okay, my computer senses tell me that the chips will last about 10 years. So in 10 years, technology will be like way different than this, because technology is flying, right? So when you go back to get this thing out, they got to cut you open, and they're going to be done slip something else in your tail that you didn't know.
See, we're not going to be here that long. All right. I think it's Job 5. Job 5 and 12, it says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. What enterprise is I going into? The whole New World Order, and them chipping everyone. All right, because that's their goal. They want to chip everyone. All right, let's just say there was exactly 8 billion people on the planet. Their plan is to have exactly 8 billion people microchipped. All right, but again, being that they're pawns for Yahweh Shem Shai, the Lord has boundaries set that they can't pass. So the Lord is only going to allow them to get so far. All right, and this is why, again, in reading verse 12, it says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Yeah, because eventually Yahweh Shai is going to come. He's going to show up to deliver the saints and ultimately throw a monkey wrench into the plans of these elites. All right, because they're going to get very far. All right, they're going to get hella far, and I think it's might be in the wrong chapter. Yeah, I'm in the wrong chapter, but either way, the Spirit wanted that to come out. I think it's in Job 20. It talks about filling their belly. Yep. Job 20, I'll start at verse 22. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. So again, because like I said, they're going to get very far in their new world order. All right. They're going to get very far. When you read verse 23, it says, when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So just when they, the best way I like to picture it, sitting down, a long table full of just, delicious foods and delicates, all type of exaggerated meats, just some delicious food. It took forever to prepare and get ready. All right, you got the candles, the all the napkins and everything set. Everything is perfect. And just when you sit down, or in this case, when these elites, all right, just when they sit down, they take the little napkin, and wrap it around their little, their little handkerchief around their little, lap or whatever. And just when they get the fork and the knife and they're about to dig into the, whatever they eat, man, whatever fancy food they eat, their expensive lamb or whatever, right? Just when they're about to, they cut a slab of meat off, and just when they're about to get to that point where they're about to enjoy that good ass food, all right, the Lord he's going to show up and throw a monkey wrench into their plans. All right, it's going to rain all hell, brimstone fire. All right, the Lord's going to, just completely just smash everything. Just flip the table, right? Just throw all that expensive food and sporadic meats and everything. Just throw it all on the table. Just throw it all on the floor. All right, just mess everything up. All right, that's just how I like to picture it. All right, just comes and just jacks up everything. Because again, they're going to get far. They're going to get very far. Just where they think they got everyone, just where they got everyone where they want them, right? The Lord's going to come in and throw that monkey wrench in it and screw up all their plans. But the point being, all right, people are waking up to the fact, man. It's a beautiful thing because, again, you're witnessing the downfall of the great Esau. All right. This place was once a beautiful delicacy to the world, man. This place was once a great astonishment to the world. All right. People looked at America as pretty much the Garden of Eden, paradise, but the Lord's gonna break all that up, man. And like I said, it's a beautiful thing, knowing what's to come after the nation of Israel. All right, righteous rulership, real peace and tranquility. It's a beautiful thing, witnessing the downfall of this kingdom, of this hellhole that we've been in for so long, what seems like forever. I just had 2 more precepts lined up here. Because again, for the fact that, because I was watching this video, man, and like I said, you got people that aren't even in the truth. Even heathens waking up to the fact that the mark of the beast is what it is, which is the RFID chip, microchip. But you got other Israelite camps teaching against it. All right. And, you still got a lot of Jake following after these camps when the scriptures, like this, I got pulled up here, Romans 16:17. It says, now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. And the elders that I've watched, they've been bringing this out a lot. All right, because again, for the simple fact that there's still some of the elect that need to be woken up in these other camps. All right, like I myself, which I'm not saying that I'm of the elect, but I was I was a part of that whole comfy congregation thing. I was a part of that whole ordeal, right? But the Lord, the Spirit of Yahweh Shai set it up to where I eventually I started following after GMS. Which I believe that GMS has 100% truth. But nevertheless, all right. Again, just dealing with these other camps and whatnot. All right, they teach against the true doctrine, which is being that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. And anyone that's speaking against the true doctrine, man, you need to avoid them. Stay away from them, because again, more than likely, 99.99% out of 10, all right, if you teach against the mark of the beast being an RFID chip, you're gonna take it. And unless you're in like unusual circumstances, like maybe your wife, she may get it, but the Lord may have set it up to where she gets it, she takes the chip, so that you can keep, you can be fed and things of that nature. But other than that, outside of that, just hanging around people, that are willingly against this. All right, like I said, more than likely they're gonna take the chip, and you don't want to be around them. Again, unless the Lord, somehow maybe set up to where you got to be around an individual like your wife or something. But other than that, man, better stay the hell away from these people. And I'm also talking about these other Israelite camps. All right, because listen, man, speaking for myself, I don't want to get caught up in any of the judgments that these people are about to get. All right, I've been seeing a few things, man, and it's humbling, because it just keeps you in that fearful state of mind. Because like going off topic a little bit, right where I live, these people, freaking Speedy Gonzalez's, people don't know how to drive. And I witnessed on 2 different occasions with my own eyes, some pretty bad accidents, like head-on speed head-on collisions right in front of me, and it's like, damn, 'cause like I said, it keeps you in that fearful state of mind, like, damn, the Lord don't play, man. And again, things that you see going on now, like those people those police officers, if I'm not mistaken, law enforcement over there in Africa, that opened fire on those protesters, all right, as well as all the, you could say, bad things going on around the world, all right. That's going to be nothing compared to what the judgments that Yahweh Shai has in store for these people. All right, the worst thing that could take place right now, the worst things going on right now, man, it's going to be a walk in the park compared to the judgments Yahweh Shai is going to be pouring out. And like I said, I don't want to. Me personally, man, I don't want to be around it. I don't want to get caught up in that. All right, guilty by association is what they say in the world. You're hanging around these people. Hey, you get caught with around these people when Yahweh Shai shows up. Again, guilty by association. You're gonna get the same judgment they're gonna get, whether you committed the crime or not. So again, it's best if you just stay away from these people, man. All right. Get it while you can, or you're gonna get left out there. So last one, if the Spirit doesn't bring anything else out, 2 John chapter 1 verse 10, it says, if there come in any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed. All right, because again, hey man, this because the apostles, the elders, they often talk about this, just because someone's shaloming you, right? Wearing fridges and things of that nature. It don't mean they're your friend. All right, that's something new. Even my father told me growing up. Just because everyone plays buddy buddy with you in your face, that don't mean everyone's your friend. And I understand that, of course, more so now than I did, when I was younger. Definitely want to, be careful with the company that you keep around you. People that you let into your personal space, your home, and things of that nature. All right. People that certain spirits you let hang around your spirit. All right. Because like I said, like the apostles and others, they've been saying, just because someone's shaloming you, it don't mean that they're a fellow brother. There's a lot of malicious souls out here, a lot of malicious spirits out here, and this is the time. It's only gonna ramp up now. It's gonna intensify, but this is the time that these demons, man, they're out here, and that's also why, on another note, that I often put the disclaimer that I'm not a part of any Great Millstone camps. All right, because you do got a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing, pretenders, Judas goats, turncoats, people creeping in unawares. This is why, like I said, I often put that disclaimer out there just to, clear up any confusion. If anyone questions who I'm with or whatever, I put that disclaimer out there, just hopefully, Lord's will, just a, fellow laborer, just trying to do the work, man, just trying to do my part in whatever way, shape, form I can, but nevertheless, man, again, yeah, man, because you got these unity camps, all right, which you see how that played out with a particular group of Israelite camps fighting one another, all right, teaching different doctrines and things of that nature. All right, if it's not according to this doctrine, man, again, just stay the hell away from it, and stay the hell away from, any individuals that teach contrary. All right. I think that was it, actually. Yeah, that was it. I did have another precept in my mind, but it slipped my mind. Yeah, it slipped my mind, but because also, because like I said, this guy, as well as many other people that are waking up to the fact that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. All right, they're all already in that mindset of proclaiming that they're not going to take the chip. Which again, if you're not of the elect, eventually you're going to fold and you're going to take that chip. But nevertheless, man, because that goes into the hour of temptation. When we're all presented with the opportunity of either taking the chip or not, either accepting it or rejecting it. You can read about that in 2nd Exodus 16 chapter when it talks about let me get it real quick. Already there. 2nd Exodus 16. Again, because that burning the devil about to come down with that great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time. right? You know, this ties into it, because when you read 2nd Ezra 16 and 68, it says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols." And ultimately, that's going into the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. You know, because eventually it's going to get to a point where Esau, man, he's just going to say the hell with it all, and he's just going to come through, man, with those military troops, all right, that burning wrath of a great multitude, all right. They're just going to be coming through and kidnapping people, and, you know, hauling people off, throwing people on buses and hauling them off to different, I'll say FEMA zones, all right. You know, people locked up, you know, just getting tortured, and, you know, just everything under the book, all to convince you, fear tactics, right? Try to convince you to take that mark. All right, this is what this is going into. All right. Feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. Ultimately that's talking about the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. You know, and again, you know, because it's easier said than done now. It's easier to say now that, you know, I'm not going to take that chip. You know, I'm not going to get vaccinated. I'm not going to take the vaccine. It's easy to say that now, but, you know, we'll see where your faith stands when, you know, Esau puts he really puts the squeeze on you. Which again, you know, that all goes back to the hour of temptation. All right, which is it's not even around the corner. You know, it's more so right at the front doorstep. You know, it's right at the door. All right, so I'll go ahead and end it off there. Once again, giving all credit to Yahweh Bashim El Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And until next time, Lord's will, I say Shalom.